People are spending hundreds of dollars on things you can make yourself with yarn and a hook, and honestly, the homemade version looks better. I'm not exaggerating. There are crochet pieces out there that people genuinely mistake for store-bought luxury items, the kind of stuff you'd see in a high-end home magazine or on one of those Pinterest boards where everything looks like it costs a fortune. And when you find out it was made with a few dollars worth of yarn and a free pattern, your brain kind of breaks a little. That's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to show you some of the most stunning crochet decor ideas that look like they belong in an expensive boutique, but cost almost nothing to make. And I'll walk you through why each one works, what makes it look so good, and what to keep in mind if you want to try it yourself. Whether you're a beginner or you've been crocheting for years, there's something here for you. So let's get into it. Let's start with the thing that surprises people the most. Table runners. A crochet table runner done right is one of those pieces that completely changes the energy of a room. You put it on a plain dining table and suddenly the whole space feels intentional. It feels curated, like someone actually thought about how things look. The ones that give off that luxury feel usually have a couple of things in common. First, the color. Neutral tones. Cream, ivory, soft beige, warm white. They almost always read as more expensive than bright or bold colors. That's not a rule you have to follow forever, but if you want that high-end look, going neutral is one of the fastest ways to get there. Second, the stitch pattern matters a lot. Lace-style patterns with open spaces and delicate details look really sophisticated. Something like a filet crochet design, where you're working with a grid and creating shapes through open and closed squares. That's the kind of thing that makes people stop and go, "Wait, did you make that?" The answer is yes, and it probably cost you less than $10 in yarn. The other thing about table runners is that they're long, which means they take some time, but the stitch itself doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of beautiful runners are made with really simple repeating stitches. The length is what creates that dramatic look when it's laid out on a table. Now let's talk about wall hangings, because this is where crochet really shines when it comes to home decor. Woven and fiber wall art has been trending in interior design for years now. Go into any trendy coffee shop or boutique hotel, and you'll see something hanging on the wall made of natural fibers. Those pieces sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100s in stores. You can make something just as beautiful, honestly, sometimes more beautiful, for a fraction of that. The key to a wall hanging that looks luxurious is texture. You want layers, you want fringe, you want different thicknesses of yarn combined in a way that feels rich and full. Chunky yarn mixed with thinner yarn, or natural cotton mixed with something slightly textured. That contrast is what makes these pieces look intentional and artistic rather than basic. One of the most striking styles is a boho-inspired wall hanging with long fringe at the bottom. You create a rectangular base with your crochet stitches, then you cut lengths of yarn and attach them along the bottom edge to create that flowing fringe effect. Add some knots in the fringe, maybe some braiding, and you've got something that looks like it belongs in a high-end home goods store. The color story here is also really important. Earthy tones, terracotta, sand, dusty rose, sage green. These are the colors that are everywhere in modern interior design right now. If you make your wall hanging in one of these shades, it's going to look current and intentional. And here's a tip a lot of people miss. The way you hang it matters as much as the piece itself. A simple wooden dowel or a piece of driftwood from outside can make the whole thing look more polished. Something about natural wood paired with fiber just works. It's one of those combinations that never looks cheap. Let me talk about throw pillows now, because this is probably the fastest way to completely change how a room looks. People spend so much money on decorative pillows. Seriously, go look at the price tags in any home decor store, and you'll see pillows selling for $30, $40, $60 each. And a lot of them are pretty simple in terms of construction. They're just fabric covers stuffed with a pillow insert. A crochet pillow cover does the exact same job and can look genuinely stunning. The texture that crochet adds to a pillow is something that regular fabric can't really replicate. You get this dimension, this visual interest that makes the pillow look substantial and considered. Velvet yarn is a total game changer for this. If you haven't worked with velvet or velvet feel yarn before, it's exactly what it sounds like. Yarn that has a soft, almost velvety texture when you work up a fabric with it. When you make a pillow cover out of this stuff, it looks incredibly luxurious, like something that belongs on a bed in a nice hotel. The stitch pattern for pillow covers can stay really simple because the yarn is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. A basic single crochet worked in velvet yarn looks expensive. Add a simple border or a button closure on the back and you've got something really polished. If you're using regular cotton or acrylic yarn, you can still get a beautiful pillow cover. You just want to pick a stitch that creates a lot of texture. The waffle stitch is a great example. It creates this grid-like raised pattern that looks really intentional and interesting. The bobble stitch is another one. You get these little round bumps clustered together that look so satisfying. In terms of size, it's worth buying a plain pillow insert from somewhere like IKEA or any home goods store, and then crocheting your cover to fit. Standard sizes like 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 are easy to work with, and the inserts are cheap. Now let's talk about something that a lot of people don't think about right away when they think crochet decor: coasters and trivets. I know, coasters don't sound very exciting, but hear me out. A set of handmade crochet coasters in a consistent color palette laid out on a coffee table or a side table looks genuinely intentional and beautiful. It's one of those small details that guests notice even if they can't immediately explain why the room feels so put together. The best crochet coasters for a luxury look are usually circular or hexagonal, made with cotton yarn and finished really neatly at the edges. A thin cotton yarn in a neutral or muted color, worked in a simple spiral or mandala-style pattern. That's it. That's the whole recipe. And a set of 6 coasters like this takes maybe 1 or 2 evenings to make. Trivets follow the same logic, but bigger. A crocheted trivet made with thick cotton rope or t-shirt yarn, the kind you can pull from old t-shirts or buy specifically for crafting, has this organic, natural quality that looks really intentional on a kitchen counter or dining table. Macrame has been huge in home decor for years, and crochet trivets and wall hangings can fill the same role. The aesthetic is similar: natural fibers, neutral colors, handmade texture. People genuinely can't always tell the difference between macrame and crochet at a glance, and crochet is in many ways easier and faster to work. Let's move on to one of my absolute favorites: plant hangers and baskets. Plants are everywhere in modern home decor, and the way you display them matters. A crochet plant hanger suspending a trailing pothos or a lush fern from the ceiling is one of those things that looks like it belongs in a design magazine. It adds height to a space, it adds texture, and it's completely customizable to the size of your pot. Plant hangers best work in natural, undyed cotton rope or jute-style yarn. That raw, organic material quality is exactly what makes them look so good. You can also find cotton rope in off-white or cream that gives a slightly cleaner look if you want something more polished. The structure of a crochet plant hanger is usually pretty simple. It's more about the proportions and the fringe at the bottom than it is about complicated stitches. A basic hanger with long fringe tails hanging below the pot looks stunning and takes maybe an hour or 2 to make.